This is a normal day in Dagenham. Something is about to happen, but you don't know what it is.
As part of our PE curriculum, we teach outdoor games, dance and gym. So whichever year group you've got, you will be teaching an element or an aspect of dance to your children.
Well, I don't feel confident, scared because I haven't got any rhythm.
I'm a little more confident of teaching dance than maybe others, if only because of my background in physical education.
I don't see dance as being a problem. A lot of them are really into it already.
Bit of country dancing and things like that, those sort of things that we used to do many years ago.
Not all primary teachers will be confident in their ability to teach dance. By watching this programme, you will pick up some useful ideas on how to improve dance teaching and learning. John Perry Primary School in Dagenham offers a good range of facilities. Its 350 pupils are drawn from a diverse range of backgrounds. National surveys have shown general levels of fitness and health amongst children are falling. And to address this, the school is seeking ways to extend its provision of physical exercise. They have identified dance as an area for development.
The difficulties that can arise in teaching dance are often to do with those children who are undermotivated. They have no dance vocabulary, they have no background to frame their dance experience carefully.
Particularly boys don't find dance an enthralling prospect because they've got that stereotype in their head of sort of ballet classes and it not being particularly mannish to dance.
My favourite dance is street dancing, break dancing, fast dancing, acro and ballroom, tap,
cool and calm.
I'll just make my own ones up.
Bobby Gargrave is an advisory PE teacher for Barking and Dagenham. She's been invited to run a dance workshop for all the teachers at John Perry as the initial step to improving dance at the school.
Dance is different because it has a unique contribution to make in terms of its creativity and its communication. It has a very similar movement base to gymnastics, and also we're doing very generic skills as we were doing athletics and games, but the outcomes are very different in terms it has a meaning, it's based on stimulus, and it's often linked rhythmically with music, so it has a very different outcome to the other areas of physical education, which makes it very special.
We've got a very clear agenda for tonight, and it is about raising levels of achievement in dance, because we've got a national agenda about raising levels of achievement in physical education, of which dance is one of those areas of development.
I would imagine a primary school teacher can be anxious about teaching dance if they don't have the knowledge and understanding of what the dance skills are that they need to be teaching.
Dance isn't just a nebulous mass of movement, it actually has skills attached to it. And I think if we're clear about the skills, it makes it a lot easier to teach than just teaching a dance.
The structure of lessons is very similar to how you would deliver your literacy and numeracy lessons. It has objectives, it has outcomes, and it has children's learning at the source of it.
There we've got our national curriculum. Just to remind you, we've got our 4 areas of learning: acquiring and developing, selecting and applying, evaluating, improving, fitness and health. Now they're exactly the same for dance as they are for gym, as they are for games. Right, the lesson we're going to do then is machines year 3. You could probably find masses of resources for machines that may better suit your children in year 3.
In the workshop I delivered lesson 2, and I delivered it as I would have planned and delivered it to a group of year 3 children in their second lesson.
Lesson 1.
I also told the teachers about what I would have done in the previous lesson, which would have been individual work on action words.
On movement linked to language. Show me what whiz looks like. Fizz, bang, explode, interpretation, playing with words, playing with movement. And at the end of that lesson, I might have said we're now going to link 3 words together and create a little phrase. Lesson 2 is going to develop lesson 1.
We would structure a typical lesson by having clear phases within any given lesson. And obviously our first phase would be sharing our objectives with the children so they know what they're going to be doing in that lesson.
Push-pull-turn is going to be our focus of the lesson. And by the end of my lesson, you are going to be able to develop those 3 words into a motif and develop it with a partner. So it's going to be a real focus on choreography, this lesson. Any questions about that? Can't wait for action. All right, nice big space. So I'm going to take you through a getting ready activity. We're going to do some travelling first of all. Gear 1 is walking, Gear 2 is jogging, Gear 3 is...
Within any area of physical education, we always warm the children up depending on the activity that's going to follow.
And jogging, let's do the speed change, jogging. And to a nice easy skip.
A number of reasons for this. It's about their knowledge and understanding of fitness and health, their preparation physiologically, and it's also about their preparation mentally in terms of coming from another area of the curriculum. So we also have to get them prepared to be working in a different spatial area.
And slowly on curl. Well done. Do you feel warmer? Yes. The task for today is partner work. I might have gone through that warm-up again, but introduced partner work into it. So we had a bit of leading and following in the space stuff. It's going to be push, pull, turn around.
Within any given lesson, the main thrust, the exploration development section of the lesson will focus upon achieving the initial objective.
Here's your music.
In the machines lesson, it was about doing some choreographic work, about being able to link movements together, to remember and repeat them, but then in terms of performance, to perform them with some quality. So we had 2 outcomes for that main part of that lesson.
Try them first.
I like doing it physically, like the children. I like being made to do it practically because that is more interesting, seeing how it would work with a class, imagining how am I going to do this with my children, what are the pitfalls of doing this with my children, what will they enjoy, what will they find difficult.
And stop. There's some really different movement, which is really nice, and this is the great thing about dance. Children will respond in their own way, but they need a structure to work within. Then they can be as creative as they want within that. What I'm going to give you now is the rhythm that you've got to use. So whatever material you've got, you're now going to make some choices, and it's got to fit to this rhythm. It goes push, pull.
They actually explored some ideas and then they made a selection. So again, they're going through a choreographic process, which is what the lesson was about. The choreographic process of creating a motif.
Make it clear. Make it really clear. With control. What happens then? We put the whole thing together. We have phrase of 4, the motif 4 times exactly the same, so it's very rhythmical, very mechanical. Then, after the last one, you make the choice of what happens next, whether it goes very, very fast or it goes into complete slowdown. Push, pull, turn, and that's great movement. You've got to think of how you can link it together. Nice, love it. Even slower, even slower. Mad, completely mad. Go on, bomb. Oh, yes, well done. And free. One couple's going to do their motif and development, and the other couple are going to watch, and what you're going to pick out for them is, did the machine go very fast at the end, did it go very slow, and also, how did they do their push-pull turn? Make it clear, make it stronger.
Self-evaluation or group evaluation is very, very important that the children use that in order to improve their own work and to help other people improve their work. So it becomes part of the choreographic process for the children.
Go to your pair, see if they watched you properly. Yeah, it was exhausting, Alan.
By the time you spin round, you can't then keep up with that. But then if you
rely on each other not to let go hands because they'll just fall on the floor.
If there were some children that didn't know what to do, yours would be a really good example because
you're really clear with the children, haven't you, to make sure they don't do that, because that's exactly the sort of thing they would do.
So cool down is not just about a physiological change in the body, it's also about a change of mental state, so the children are aware of what they've been learning, what they're going to be doing next, and also where they're going back to. They may be going back to start some work on maths or some literacy work, so we have to prepare them for the next activity as well as finishing off our activity.
Give yourselves a round of applause, thank you.
As a teacher, you're doing continuous assessment. You're looking at the children and making judgments about how they're working and what level they're working at. And in dance, it's very much about linking that judgment back to your initial objectives. Have the children actually achieved what you set out? Have they all moved on in some way?
Structure and the aspects of learning.
It will be very differentiated depending on the nature of each child within the class and the level at which they can work.
Would you say that was the bulk of the lesson?
Yeah. Because you're communicating push-pull turn around.
We didn't call it a phrase, we called it a motif. Because what we did was we developed it using partner work and speed. Thank you very much. Well done.
Over the coming weeks, Bobby is going to work with 2 of the teachers as they take their class lessons. So the school has post holders in place to support the other staff. We return to see Bobby working with Year 3 teacher Sophie Gibbs.
Nice and straight.
With Sophie, we're going to be doing lesson 3 together. Lesson 1 looked at the basic actions of the machine. In lesson 2, I taught the children last week, which was the lesson we worked on in the workshop, which was the partner work. And lesson 3, we're going to look at improving their performance skills and developing their partner work skills. Sophie's going to lead the warm-up and develop it into partner work.
We're going to carry on, but you're going to lead and follow. One of you will be the leader, the other one will be following, then we'll swap. Go look for the spaces. I'm looking to see how you're using the space. Keep looking for the spaces. Lots of space down here again.
Push, pull, and turn. Strong push, pull. Nice strong movement. Faster. Come on, push, pull, turn. Keep strong. And stop. How did we get to our partner?
By the 6 movements over there, shake, rattle, shiver, quiver, fizz and whiz.
Right, I want you to show me that action. Ready, go. Make it bigger.
Dance is a very good vehicle for development of social skills because they have to work in pairs, in trios, in small groups. They have to work with each other within the space.
What we're going to do now is we're going to start from our individual motifs. Then you're going to do your movement word to your partner or group, and we're going to see you do your partner or group work 4 times. Some of them are unsure with physical contact. Trust is an issue sometimes, working with a partner, trusting that partner to work with you. Find your group, find your space, find your group. Push, pull, round, push, pull. I did enjoy teaching the lesson this morning. I thought it went really well. I thought they responded well to Bobby and I teaching together, which was a new element for them because obviously they've never had that before. And I think it was a really good progression from what we've done previously.
Yes, I did enjoy the dance lesson today.
I learned a lot of new moves.
Some more moves for push, pull, turn. Moves that a machine can do.
How to push and pull at the same time and do it faster and slowly.
It's working pretty nicely at the moment. What might be some ideas for next week? Miss Gibbs is going to listen to these ideas and we might pick up some of those next time.
If it was a washing machine, all the clothes would go in the air.
What movement would that take us into then?
Exploding.
What a great idea. There's a word.
It's a lesson you can have a lot of fun with, but it does help if you're really prepared, and sometimes the preparation, that might be the element you need help with.
So should we use the same vocabulary for choose from?
I think
select
so,
from?
yeah, but same with most lessons that you will teach. If that planning's there, you're sure what you're doing, you're sure what the outcome will be, what you want to achieve, it'll run quite seamlessly.
We could end up with a bit of exploration and playing time, so improvisation, exploring. The approach we're using at John Perry is a whole school commitment to improving the dance programme. The Teachers' Workshop would kickstart that initiative, and they've also got a post holder in place who's very committed to dance, so I would work with a post holder as well, and then giving time to work with teachers and giving the teachers the time to do some planning with and alongside that support system.
Any kind of physical activity is good for pupils. Dance is particularly good because it's expressive, and often it's a good opening for children who aren't particularly good at expressing their emotions verbally. It's also nice for children who have English as an additional language to work through dance, and it actually helps them pick up some language as well.